environment is going well. Her colleagues' cubicles were covered with photos and clippings, but Pip herself understood the attraction of invisibility. Also, she expected to be fired any month now, so why settle in? "Have you given any thought to how you want to not celebrate your not birthday?" she asked her mother. "Frankly, I'd like to stay in bed all day with the covers over my head. I don't need a not birthday to remind me I'm getting older. My eyelid is doing a very good job of that already. Why don't I make you a cake and I'll come down and we can eat it? You sound sort of more depressed than usual." "I'm not depressed when I see you." "Ha. Too bad I'm not available in pill form. Could you handle a cake made with stevia?" "I don't know. Stevia does something funny to the chemistry of my mouth. There's no fooling a taste bud, in my experience." "Sugar has an aftertaste, too," Pip said, although she knew that argument was futile. "Sugar has a sour aftertaste that the taste bud has no problem with because it's built to report sourness without dwelling on it. The taste bud doesn't have to spend 5 hours registering strangeness, which was what happened to me the one time I drank a stevia drink." "But I'm saying the sourness does linger." "There's something very wrong when a taste bud is still reporting strangeness 5 hours after you've had a sweetened drink. Do you know that if you smoke crystal meth even once, your entire brain chemistry is altered for the rest of your life? That's what stevia tastes like to me." "I'm not sitting here puffing on a meth stem, if that's what you're trying to say." "I'm saying I don't need a cake." "No, I'll find a different kind of cake. I'm sorry I suggested a kind that's poison to you." "I didn't say it was poison. It's simply that stevia does something funny to your mouth chemistry, yeah." "Pussycat, I'll eat whatever kind of cake you bring me. Refined sugar won't kill me. I didn't mean to upset you. Sweetheart, please." No phone call was complete before each had made the other wretched. The problem, as Pip saw it, the essence of the handicap she lived with, the presumable cause of her inability to be effective at anything, was that she loved her mother, pitied her, suffered with her, warmed to the sound of her voice, felt an unsettling kind of non-sexual attraction to her body, was solicitous even of her mouth chemistry, wished her greater happiness, hated upsetting her, found her dear. This was the massive block of granite at the center of her life, the source of all the anger and sarcasm that she directed not only at her mother, but, more and more self-defeatingly of late, at less appropriate objects. When Pip got angry, it wasn't really at her mother, but at the granite block. She'd been 8 or 9 when it occurred to her to ask why her birthday was the only one celebrated in their little cabin, in the redwoods outside Felton. Her mother had replied that she didn't have a birthday. The only one that mattered to her was Pip's. But Pip had pestered her until she agreed to celebrate the summer solstice with a cake that they would call Not Birthday. This had then raised the question of her mother's age, which she'd refused to divulge, saying only, with a smile suitable to the posing of a cone, "I'm old enough to be your mother." "No, but how old are you really?" "Look at my hands," her mother had said. "If you practice, you can learn to tell a woman's age by her hands." And so, for the first time it seemed, Pip had looked at her mother's hands. The skin on the back of them wasn't pink and opaque like her own skin. It was as if the bones and veins were working their way to the surface, as if the skin were water receding to expose shapes at the bottom of a harbor. Although her hair was thick and very long, there were dry-looking strands of gray in it, and the skin at the base of her throat was like a peach a day past ripe. That night, Pip lay awake in bed and worried that her mother might die soon. It was her first premonition of the granite block. She'd since come fervently to wish that her mother had a man in her life, or really just one other person of any description, to love her. Potential candidates over the years had included their next-door neighbor Linda, who was likewise a single mom and likewise a student.